So meet you in a good place or with an open mind to change your life. After coming out of my fibromyalgia groups, I decided what I'm doing is the right thing to do, because you can be around people who got the same illness and get depressed listening to their stories. So, one thing I'm going to say about fibromyalgia, don't go in a group full of fibromyalgia people. You will come out of there depressed. But anyway, let me do this disclaimer. I must do it. Thank you, Sister Praline. Hey, Basha. You know I love it when you here. This disclaimer, because I ain't got time to be doing a whole bunch of video edits. If the head and your shoulders, this you coming to my video. So, if the head on your shoulders rules the head in your pants, this video not for you. If you allergic to knowledge, this video not for you. And you don't speak the English. If you don't speak the English, and every time you see my face, you thumbs it down because you don't see this, please keep it moving. This video ain't for you. Okay, and I discovered I have one more I'm going to have to add. These two guys have a huge following, and they love, and people love them. I'm one of them. I love them both. But some people be following this and this strictly to the letter, like a Bible. If you one of those, that's what they have in common. They have fanatical followers. This video ain't for you. When I first started the Sabi plan, the first thing I noticed is that wasn't much on that list of his that I either ate or like. So I don't like wild rice. I don't like sesame seeds. I don't like hemp seeds. I didn't like quinoa. I tried that. I tried to eat it like a cereal. It was... So the thing of it is, you have to take this journey based on what you can handle and what you can deal with. I kept on looking, because pasta is not on his list, but I kept looking for a pasta that had ingredients that was on his list. And so I found the rice and quinoa, brown rice and quinoa, pasta, that's what I'm eating right now. I love it. So now I have a Sabi approved meal. It's alkaline. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing you're trying to achieve, is get your body alkaline. I found a lady who gave up eating alkaline because of her family, Vasha. She gave it up. She was in the Walmart with me, and I'm, talking to her about it. And, I've been on that leave that meat alone. So yeah, the lady at the Walmart, I was talking to her about it. She gave it up because she felt overwhelmed with trying to fix a separate kind of meal for her and a separate kind of meal for her family. And all I say is, you got to use common sense with it. And yeah, I was down to just the seafood too, like you. But one thing about it, you have to give it a chance where you aren't eating anything. So that first month, when I only ate what was on that list, it helped me tune into how my body really supposed to be. And so one thing I discovered, now I ain't gave up that cheese, but guess what? I keep a runny nose. As long as I keep putting that cheese in my body, I just automatically assume that all food allergies would be. Because I got a cousin, God rest his soul, when he was younger, he did not want to give up them strawberries. He loved strawberries, and he had a breakout every time he ate strawberries or seafood. He would break out in blotches, red blotches all over his face. So I always thought food allergies surface like that. But sometimes your food allergies, food gives you a clue to what's going on with your body. And I swore up and down I had hay fever, allergic rhinitis. That's what I was diagnosed with officially from the doctor. But the truth of the matter is my nose don't start running. The truth of the matter is my nose don't start running till I put that dairy in me. If I'm eating milk, ice cream, or cheese, guess what? I got a runny nose. And it took me eliminating everything in order for me to pay attention. Same thing with the seafood. You know, because I didn't have an immediate reaction when I ate seafood. After I had been alkaline and only eating alkaline all the time, then I noticed it. I noticed, my God, I get this pain in my toes. And I just blamed everything on fibromyalgia. Everything had to do with pain was fibromyalgia, when guess what? Some of it is the food we eat. So I saw the correlation between when I eat seafood and I get the pain in my toes. When I looked it up, that pain, that was gout. And what causes gout? Seafood. What causes uric acid? I'm like, how do you get rid of this? So it changed. I grew up. It's some things you ain't gonna want to accept, you don't want to hear, but some of it is, you know, basically you got to grow up. So I haven't excluded seafood 100%, but guess what? When I get the little pain in my toes, I don't get mad and upset. That's them shrimp you ate with that gumbo, and get to cleansing my body after I fall off. So that's all I say. It's like, you know, you can't beat yourself up, and I say give it a chance. Give it a chance. It was one guy who was following me, and he said I'm the reason why he even started making smoothies. And I said, at least start somewhere. Speaking of smoothies, on Dr. Sebi list, you'll see they say no canned product. Dr. Sebi on his list will say no canned products. I'm not gonna just not eat canned stuff because we live in a north. We can't eat some of those foods that's on that list year round. Like me, I love mangoes. I love it year round. So you pay attention to the labels. There is nothing in here. I'd rather do fresh than frozen any day. Believe me, that's my personal preference. But when I do break down and do frozen, I make sure the label, the ingredient, that's all that's in there is mango. There's nothing else. There's no added sugar, no preservatives, no other additives. So I am going to still eat these mangoes in my smoothie with my spinach that I want to eat and not just grow. Now, I took some fruit leaves out to see if the experiment is true. You can actually grow spinach in water, and the rest I'm finna eat with my mangoes in a smoothie. So, you know, I don't do cans if I can't. Oh, thank you, Rita. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I consider that a high compliment when I look like somebody's mom. But believe me, I'm not going to throw this away. And I broke down and got this because I couldn't get none fresh. All these Walmart, nobody had them. They didn't have the fresh mangoes. So therefore, when I can't get fresh, I'm going to settle for frozen or canned. But that's all can be in it. It can't be no added sugar, can't be no preservatives, no salt, no extra, nothing like that. Then I steer clear of it. So that's what I had to say. And like the spinach, I didn't want it to go to waste. And of course, dairy is not on the list. But I love this veggie dip. I love it. And what I did, instead of letting my spinach go to waste and beat myself up, because yes, I'm using potato chips in my dip. What I did was add a whole bunch of spinach to that same dip. That's what I did. And that made it a more nutritious dip. And I haven't been to Aldi's yet, but these things are good. So I'm going to grab these when my son get off work. He said he'd take me. But these are good. The quinoa sticks, I tried them, ate them by themselves, and I would rather be dipping these in my not so Savior approved dip. So all I can say is you just start somewhere. So that one guy who started doing smoothies because of me, at least that's somewhere. You can get a lot of nutrition in those smoothies because you can pack a lot of stuff in those smoothies and get the nutrition that you need to fight off the... Yeah, so if you, no, I don't do canned products if I can avoid it. And, but, you know, if it break down and I'm grocery shopping and I can't get the fresh stuff that I want, I'm not above it. Yeah, I never would have looked at nothing like this if it weren't for Dr. Sebi. But I know that quinoa is one of the approved things on his list. And when I saw quinoa and big letters on it, that's what made me pick it up. And I, as you can see, I ate them. It's an empty bag. They taste good. They were delicious. They taste good by themselves, and I'll probably use it with the veggie dip, so I won't waste that. Now, I wanted to update y'all on some of the things that happened to me. If anybody followed me and tried to grow something from plants. Well, I screwed up my basil, and I want to show y'all how I screwed up. You see the water level? I should have put the water in below the nodule, because you can see where it turned brown. I should not have had the water go above this nodule right here, because this is where the activity is going to be as far as the growing another plant. So I'm going to recover from that boo-boo. And first of all, by decreasing the water in this jar. So that it doesn't go past that nodule, and the nodule is not soaking in the water. Okay. So we'll see what happens with that one. And the thyme, I tried it too. And one thing I found out about it, that even if this doesn't work, the thyme doesn't work in the water, that this is definitely an easy enough plant to grow and start from seed. So if you got the black thumb, like some people say, instead of a green thumb, this is one of your herbs you can start with. And it has a, to me, it has a nice fragrant smell to it. And I see it in soups. I don't know what to put it in, but I'll look up recipes with thyme. But it seemed like it would be good in soup. Yeah, it smells like something you would put in soup. And probably, yeah, but one of the mistakes I was making with trying to grow this stuff in water is that you really have to remove the leaves. So I'm just going to demonstrate with this time. I have to get rid of all these leaves till it's like that. You strip them. You strip the leaves off. Because, yeah, you have to strip the leaves. Because as long as the leaves are there, that's going to tell the plant to keep sending energy to that branch. And you want it to start growing more branches. So you should be taking the leaves off. And then, see how I stripped it down. And then that's what goes in the water. So, I actually haven't stripped these down enough. But I will. But I just wanted you all to see that you do have to do that. You have to strip those leaves. Me, I'm such a geek. When I see leaves growing, I don't want to get rid of it, or at least eat it. So yeah, the leaves I've been stripping off of these, I at least put it in my food, because it just seemed like a waste to get rid of the leaves. But now I'm realizing it's necessary to force the plant to feel like it's got to survive and grow more. So that's why the onions grew like gangbusters, because I cut off all those leaves and my onions just blew right back up. And they growing still fantastically because I cut the leaves. I cut the stalks off, and that signals the plant to survive and grow again. So those were some of the updates I wanted to come in here and let you all know as far as me and trying to grow. You got to restrip those leaves. Don't forget that part of it. And some of the plants are going to outgrow those glass jars, because my onion is definitely doing that. And this peppermint plant is already too big for the jar. So I'm going to need a bigger pot for that. Same thing. I'm seeing how the lemon balm growing. And so the other... So the other pots I got, I'm gonna have to put the lemon balm in a bigger pot. So they just growing out ridiculously. I didn't expect that. So if that's another one, if you want to start with one that's easy, lemon balm grows and cold weather don't bother it. And it just grows by leaps and bounds. And a lot of people use their lemon balm in teas. So, I wanted to do a haul, but restarting this video over and over is going to drive me nuts. So, I'm just going to do the haul the regular way and not go live. I'm glad you, Vasha, joined me playing cat and mouse. I just don't know what's the best time for anybody. So, it's, if I get somebody on, I'm happy. If I don't, I'm not. I'm used to it already, because I've been talking to myself when essentially in all these videos up to now, to this point. So it's not no big deal if I miss y'all. I wish I knew y'all was coming. I do hate when I miss having somebody on there, but it's cool. I'm glad to see you with me, Vasha. You're one of my favorites. I shouted you out in my other video. I'm going to do the haul, but it takes much longer, hours. A 10-minute video will take hours to upload, so that's what drives me nuts. I want to do it now, but me trying to pick up the item and keep starting this video over because my bad connection on these bad connection on this cell phone. That's something that I can't change. But since I can't change it, you know, I'm going to just go with what I can do and what I can't do. If it's some things that's pressing that I need to get off my chest right away, I'll go live. But, you know, If it's time permits, then I'll just do the regular videos. So my haul is not a pressing matter, but I did want to share it because I got a lot of techie goodies that I can't wait, because I want to upgrade so I can use that TV the boy is not getting. He ain't getting that TV back. I don't care what he say. So I'll be back. I'm coming back and do a haul. Okay? Peace and love to the next video. See you again.